trying to find your description of the campaign.
Hello, and welcome everybody to a stream of no technical issues whatsoever.
Gee.
So if you are unaware of what this is, first of all, hello everybody watching. So we've got Emichu here.
Hello.
And we've got Mr. W here.
Hello.
We've got Willis here.
Hello.
And we've got Kangafango here.
Hello everyone.
And I'm actually able to play multiplayer with Kango today.
Yeah.
Yay.
So if you don't know what this is, I've called it D&D Behind the Screen. The idea of it is it's a mini-series of us playing D&D 5th edition, only I record myself doing all of the prep work that I usually do, and edit that down, upload it as videos, and then we've got the live streamed games, and then after each session I'll record a report video where I'll go over what happened in the stream and how maybe what things didn't go to plan, or where things did go to plan, that sort of thing. So that if you're either just out of interest or if you're a new GM or something like that, you might be able to get a bit of insight. Or you could just watch it for fun. Not you players though, you are forbidden.
Oh.
Those rocks above your heads, they're looking like they're about to fall.
What?
I'm not just touching Voyager, Sheridan.
That's
Darn
good.
fine print.
1 second.
Darn fine print with it.
Yeah.
Willis, I just want to check. Willis, are you in the roll? Willis, are you in the roll 20? Yeah.
What?
Are you in the roll 20?
Yes.
Oh, are you?
There we go.
Can't see you.
I can't see either.
Willis,
You have to hit refresh.
Oh, shoot. Alright.
Okay.
Oh,
I'll be sure to not show the login code on stream.
Yeah, that's probably for the best.
It
Imagine
still,
that.
it still doesn't say that you're in the game on Roll20.
Oh.
Have you joined the campaign? Did you click launch game?
Okay, you didn't tell me that part. You just said click the link.
All right. Okay. Ah, there you are. Hello.
Also. Yeah.
Oh, for God's sake. Hey, there he is.
Hello. Hello.
Hello. Bloody hell.
Okay, actually, one. Do you know about when I said that this is completely technical issue free?
Yeah.
Well, I need
already
to quickly.
breaking your promise.
Well, no, I just need to very quickly open up the Twitch chat so that I can actually see when somebody types something in.
Twitch what?
Chat. Although I don't think I'll be able to actually type in chat, but I'll be able to respond.
Okay.
Oh, it's like try the new toolbar. Oh, I need to refresh to activate that toolbar.
So,
Okay.
right. Good.
So excited.
Good.
Good.
So,
Oh, Blue says me and the Congo River are very quiet.
Who am I?
Congo.
The Congo River.
by the way,
Congo.
if the audio balance is off, please do let me know if certain people are too loud or too quiet, because I've got to change the volumes on this voice channel. So,
Albastro just did.
hello, Rooms Bath.
Yeah.
Albastro 916.
Shall I read chat?
Very quickly,
Yes,
please.
yeah. Roomspot says, "Hi, that's 6 minutes before 9. Wow, something new! How exciting! Behind the screen." Then there's myself. Hey, hiya.
Yeah, behind
Albastro.
the screen, because look, you can see behind the paper screen, you can see the stuff behind Kango. That's what I meant by that.
Albastro says, "Checking you haven't gone live. My internet has died. Going live soon, yes." Then myself. Okay, phew, baby, yes, it's Images edition. Albastro, needn't have rushed home, Kappa. Not my fault this time, Amichu, yes. Hello as well. That is such a lie, X. Hello, Jamie. I need to do all my screaming at you before we go live. How are you? Did you miss me? Are we still in PJs, or are we more formal for this special occasion? PJs, no formalities for you. Why, Jamie, why? Why did you do this to me? Sobbing. Then was myself live. Can't hear us yet, but live. Yes, Albastro. Is there someone watching over Amichu's shoulder so we know they're not cheating again?
That's what Roll20 is for.
Yes.
Punoko, yes. Uruspath, okay. Pradu, yes. Aha! Uruspath, hello. Amichu, Albastro says, Amichu, what is stunning picky down there? Boo, Emichu,
Thank
boo.
you.
Willis, yay. 3 hearts. Emichu and the Congo River very quiet. Yes. Can Emichu be muted? No.
So
Anyway,
I can't do anything
yes.
about the Congo River being quiet. it just Kango will have to redirect his
Speech.
head to face the microphone more.
Direct his head.
Yeah.
Redirect your head.
And as for Emichu, I'm hearing Emichu on the same volume as everybody else. So, and
That's your own fault, Blue.
right. Also regarding chat, I think we won't be able to read out every message because then we just won't get anything done. I will I've got chat right here, so I will endeavor to read them all. And Kango, if there's something important, you can bring it to my attention as well. But I don't think we'll be able to read out every message.
Well, Bastro
Leave.
says, Kango, go face the corner. VGR says, Elisa,
Kango,
okay, let's
go.
go. Hello, VGR.
Okay, so
Mm-hmm.
is everybody ready to begin?
As ready as we can.
Yes, there's one more message.
Yes.
Elisa, see Clara, this is called the tabletop role-playing game, TTRPG for short. Yep, we know. We're doing this. Gambling based.
Yes,
Gambling?
yes, we know who you are.
Okay, please, yes.
You're not allowed to laugh at that joke, Amichu. You don't get the reference.
Okay, well, I'm laughing along. It makes me feel part of a group.
Aww.
Anyway.
Okay, so right. Let me just
Well, I
make
lost
sure.
connection then. It went very quiet.
Yeah, I was gonna say. I felt like that was building up to something, and it just went with
No, it's good. I'm just make just one last check that I've got everything up, basically.
Yeah,
The
I've
detonation
got
code.
Discord.
That's all
I've
good.
got
The ship that you're sailing onto the port was suddenly struck the reef and sank, and you all drowned. End of campaign.
Yes,
Okay, then.
we'll have lots for the report video after this. Anyway,
Yes.
so
Oh, wow.
Someone
Okay, yes.
we begin on the Great Blue Ocean. A ship sailing through calm seas, sails furled, full of wind, a few small reefs scattered about, and storm clouds far in the distance, but the ship in glistening sunshine. This ship is the Cord Maiden, the ship which Willis, Emichu, and Mr. W, your characters have called home for the last month. You're all traveling to Skyfall Land, which is an island, for various reasons. You hopefully know your own reasons for traveling here. And it has been a long journey. At first, everything was quite calm, then a few monsters attacked, you all survived, except maybe a few deckhands who were inexplicably wearing red shirts. And you are due to arrive fairly soon. You've seen lots of most of the crew, except for the captain. You've only really seen the captain, a high elf by the name of Erustra.
Erustra?
Erustra, yes.
How are you spelling that?
Hold on.
Would it be easier just to copy paste it into the D&D chat?
Oh, there it is.
On roll 20.
Yeah.
Oh, roll 20.
Yep, because then people can see it on screen as well.
There's
Yeah, so you've only really seen him at the break of dawn patrolling the ship and fighting monsters when he needs to. Otherwise, he's been spending pretty much all of his time in his cabin doing who knows what. You've been spending your time on the ship doing a variety of things, perhaps helping out the crew or playing games or watching the dolphins swimming next to the boat as it's been traveling through the warm waters, which is surprising considering how far north you are. recently, a few days ago, the warm waters, however, gave way to frigid waters.
Oh.
It was rather sudden, and you've never really quite experienced anything like this, even if you've been accustomed to sailing, unless you've been sailing around these parts. So, is there anything specific that any of your 3 characters would like to have been doing during this month-long trip on the ship?
Prepare my spells because I forgot to do that.
Okay, well then you can do that off stream. No, you can do that now. Don't worry, you can do that now. If you've got anything that your character's been doing, please introduce your character. Please introduce your character first and what the character looks like. I will show the image on stream as well.
Lovely.
I'm not going first. Someone else go first.
Someone else.
Okay, yeah, I'll go first.
Okay.
Oh,
Willis, yes?
I was going to say, when we first got on board, I borrowed some books from the captain about the history and lore of that island where we're heading to.
Okay.
I have something to read on the trip.
So, pretty much the only written information about the place where you're going is the captain's logs, and he's been guarding those pretty jealously. However, I will say that you have been able in the month to have lots of conversations with the different members of the crew and deckhands. And so, let's say, first roll of the game, to see how much you found out, please give me a persuasion roll. So if you go onto your character sheet, on your skills section, you should have persuasion there. So on roll 20, you can type into the chat box /r space and then 1d20 plus, and then whatever bonus you have from the skill.
I'm trying to find the character sheet thing.
Oh, is this just Willis's character? Or?
Now I see you 2 times. Yes, I know. This is just Willis's character for the time being. Yeah, I switched over.
Blue says no tan today.
Okay.
Oh.
Do you have any bonus to the persuasion?
I'm 0.
0. Okay.
Oh, no.
4. This bodes well. Yes, Roomspath. I switched over so that you could see the art that Willis made for his character. I'll zoom in a little bit so you can see it full screen. So there he is.
Can we glance at the stream now?
I mean, I'm just showing what's on Discord.
In
Just showing the
D&D backstories
Yeah.
and character art, if you go at the very top, you can see it.
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
Okay. So would you like to describe a little bit about a character, like how your character kind of presents himself?
Mine?
Yes.
Yes.
It's a half elf that grew up on in a border area between a wood elf and a human kingdom. Raised by his parents, kind of off in a hidden, secluded valley alone. He was pretty much grew up there, and it wasn't until he was like in his teenage years that they first went and visited both the human and wood elf kingdom. They just made a trip in after that, like once a year. So he's spent most of his time just with his parents, living in the forest, and as a loner, mostly.
Now, do you want to know what happens next? Do you want to say that now, or is that something you would like everybody to discover during gameplay?
I guess during gameplay.
Okay, good. But we've got a bit about the backstory.
Nice.
Thank you very much for that. So, with that 4, you've been hearing lots of wild stories. You've been hearing stories of a dragon on these islands. That
Dragon in a dungeon.
Well, a dragon terrorizing the people, burning villages, plundering, and calling its home there somewhere. You've also heard stories about the grave of gods being on these islands, and that lots and lots of treasure seekers have come here trying to gain some sort of divine spark from these graves, but all of them, of course, perishing. The thought does come across that if they all perished, how would anyone know about the stories that they've told? But yeah, you've heard lots of different stories, and it seems like the one consistent thing is that there probably is or was a dragon on this island at some point, but the rest of it, who knows what's true and what's not.
No, Blue just says,
Well, that's helpful.
That's what a 4 will get you.
VGR says this is like the start of Genshin Impact, and Blue says, "Isn't that just a description of Emichu in the villages?"
Well, I mean, the burning part isn't true with Emichu and the villagers. Not
This
yet,
little
anyway.
ball of psychopathic madness.
And
So,
yeah, Albastro also says, Emichu trying to cheat us, Per. What's the other half?
Woo!
Half elf, half Santa. Yeah.
okay, so is there anything? So who would like to go next, Mr. W or Emichu?
I'll go next, Joe.
Okay, I will quickly scroll up, and then I can show your art
I will also
from
get
Hero
the.
Forge on stream.
I will also get the bits out for Joe. I won't.
No,
I won't
don't get
say...
your bits out. This is a
No,
family-friendly
no,
stream.
I don't have a screen. I don't have a screen.
Oh,
I
by the
won't.
one,
The backstory kind of thing, I'd want to put in, do in game.
Sure.
good.
But throughout the whole trip, you've probably noticed, or probably not. If you would have looked in, you would have noticed that he's sort of he's been sort of sitting like by himself a bit, but sometimes tries to sit in the main group where people are, and every now and then he just sort of tries to like say something or bring something up, but it just never sort of works. He always sort of seems to just stop himself.
Mm-hmm.
He sort of seems a bit sort of fidgety and quite nervous.
Okay. But on occasions where the ship has been attacked by monsters, has he sprung into action to help defend the group?
Oh yeah, definitely. And you can tell by his use of magic that I need to do race in their class. He's an elf wizard, and you'd be able to tell he's a wizard by his by the way he defends the ship. Using the magic and stuff like that. My first time playing a wizard, actually.
Ooh.
Ah.
Right.
Also, Willis, did you say what
yeah,
class
yeah.
you were?
So yeah, his name.
What?
Did you say what class you were, Willis?
Oh, I don't think so.
And did you say your name as well?
No.
No.
Probably not. Oh, is that important?
Yeah.
I guess we could class that as backstory. Find out in game.
Well, you've as a group, the three of you have been together for a month, so you would probably know each other's names.
Yeah, sure. If you go first, Willis, with your name.
Actually, he has two different names that he goes by, depending on, because he's half elf.
Oh yeah.
In the human kingdom where he lives on the border of, he's known as Brack Egan. He goes by his human name, but when he's in the wood elf realm, he goes by his wood elf name, which is Marimal.
How do you spell that?
Yes.
Say what?
How do you
there
spell
we go.
that? That's just
Hey.
a guess, Emichu. That's just a guess. How the name is spelled? Sorry, Willis. Oh yeah.
Oh, he's typing. Did he type?
By the way, on my face cam it looks really purple the entire room. It's not this purple in real life.
Oh, it does, yeah.
So while Willis is typing that, Mr. W,
Oh, there it is.
your character's name, please.
Give me 1 second to just copy and paste Wallace's name into the notes.
I got the first one.
Okay.
I think I can
My character's
find
name.
that.
Mhm.
My character's name. I'll just get up the sheet so I can.
So,
My character's name. My character's name. My character's name is Arkan Fenwick. Arkan is spelled A-R-K. A-R-K-A-N. And then Fenwick is how you'd imagine it spelled.
okay. So, one more. Emichu.
Oh no.
You got this.
So, upon the board as well is a Aarakocra. Unlike the traditional kind of colours of, browns and maybe some like really deep reds and such of like, he's a bright green.
Ooh.
Bob.
His name is now
Oh.
Bob. Blue says, "Is that a six seagull? How dare you?" He's a bright green, but his wings are a bit more of a subdued, darker kind of shade, and his tail is a more of a traditional kind of deep red, but with little hints of blue at the end. And he's been carrying around not very much, but like a little satchel. But on his back is a bow and a quiver with some arrows in. So he's
What about that?
he's probably an archer. And he has been going around on the boat for the past month, trying to talk to as many people as possible. Usually not at the right time. People like the crew trying to get things done, and that's when he starts to try and have a conversation. And yeah, but you can tell he's a little bit, he's making an effort to try and part of the ship, part of the crew.
Okay.
What was the name?
Oh, and his name is Car, but in roleplay, I think it would be funny if he got mistaken for Carl.
That was good.
So Carl, no, K-A-H.
Okay, I hate
K-A-H. Car Feathermore.
So, and you've, as an Aarakocra, you've just got a fly speed, yes?
A fly and a walk speed.
Okay.
The walk speed, yeah, is half.
Okay. So,
So like that? Or without an hour?
Wow, I've got a new tablet.
without an R, we're not
Oh.
pirates after all.
No, yeah, without the R at the
Okay.
end.
Okay.
Yeah.
So,
If you hell.
Oh, I guess he was also a little bit clumsy,
Oh.
walking, on the boat. Big wings, big kind of, he's not big in like the tall sense, but big in like, a lot of
Wingspan.
feathers. Yeah, wingspan, a lot of feathers, knocking things over a bit.
Mhm.
right. So,
Okay.
as the day continues, eventually you see the some of the deckhands who go up to the crow's nest usually look particularly bored. You can tell that the journey has been taking a toll on them, until one of them looks over and says, "Is that land over there? Carl, could you fly up and see if that's land over there?"
No, here we go.
Yeah,
And so it begins.
Carl looks over and, despite like the mistaken name, he kind of like nods and yes, right, can do. So he just takes off.
yes.
I don't need to roll for that. Just
Okay. You take off, soaring high above the ship. Give me a perception check.
Oh.
Rolls a 1. That hasn't happened, but it would be funny. Okay, that's also funny.
Quite the contrary.
Okay, That's, by the way, if you're not sure what's happening, on roll
plus
20.
4, 24.
Yeah, on roll 20,
So-
this here is the number that Emichu rolled. It's a natural 20, the highest that you can roll.
That's
is.
20.
A 24, okay.
It is called roll 20 after all.
Yeah. So, as you're soaring high above the ship, you can see in the distance this, what looks like a black or dark green strip of land on the horizon. As you're flying higher and higher, you can see its rolling hills with a little bit of sparse woodland here and there, lots of cliffs, and you can see something sparkling by the shore. Not the kind of sparkling that you get from the waves. It's more like, you know how when the sun reflects off of someone's window and it shines in your face, yeah? It's a bit more like that, only it's not the bright white of the sun. It's purples and blues and turquoise and different colors like that that's sparkling on the shore.
Lovely.
That's what you see.
Is it just in one location, or is it the whole
no,
shore?
this is on one specific point on the shore, one location.
Can I go back? Well, can the car go back down? And then...
No, you get carried off by the way. No, yes, of course you can. Of course.
That's roll.
Of course you can go back down.
Yeah, go back down.
Okay? You land on the deck.
Yeah. Yes, that does indeed seem to be land, and yeah, we're heading right for it. Very nice. Yes.
Says,
You sound like Boris
Captain,
Johnson.
land in
How
sight!
dare you!
There's Captain, land in sight! And I'm assuming, let's just say all of you are on deck, or you walk onto deck hearing this. And from the captain's cabin, you can hear hurried footsteps as the captain opens the door, walks out, this tall half-elf wearing a fairly fancy kind of navy blue seaman's outfit. Walks out, says, "Oh, finally. Right. Everybody prepare the ship for landing. Make a full inventory of the cargo and supplies we need. I want it on my desk when we land." And you notice that in his haste, all of you notice that in his haste, he hasn't quite closed the door to his cabin fully. So, is there anything any of you would like to do, or do you want to just skip ahead until the ship arrives?
Clumsy, clumsy, clumsy. Anyone want to go have a look inside?
Well, I was going to consider going and shutting it.
Oh wow, goody two shoes.
After you go in,
You go in and shut the
I'm
door.
gonna. No, I'm not. Nah, I don't think I'm gonna.
also Albastro says,
Not in character.
is that your Russian accent in full force?
No, it's a different accent. I'm
That's-
trying.
Also, Father, if one of you says, I want to go back.
That's easy,
I
money.
left something at home.
Imagine if you set up Twitch donations and if that could actually happen. Anyway,
I mean, PayPal donations are a
yeah,
thing.
by the way, quick note, if you hear me typing, that's me taking notes.
Yep.
It's not Kango cheating.
Yeah.
Could Cargo have a little seating, a little look around
Sure.
the door for him?
Are you trying to do this stealthily?
Oh,
Yes.
yeah,
Roll
Yes.
stealth.
yeah, okay. Stealth, okay, oh bugger.
Right. Margo.
Bugger! Oh no.
Well,
No.
Oh, plus 5,
Oh,
10.
10.
That's not as bad.
Horrible.
Wait, sorry, you got a +5 to stealth.
Yeah, well, plus 3 in dexterity and then plus 2 proficiency.
Okay. See?
Oh.
Good
Okay,
God.
then.
See? Okay. So,
What class are you again?
Archer.
it's a homebrew class that
Oh,
we
right.
found online. So,
I thought it was fighter, and then Sheradice was like, no, that's a homebrew. I'm like,
yeah, but I
sugar.
looked it over and it seems fine to me. So, right. As the captain is busy giving orders to different people to prepare the ship for landing, you sneak around the back, and it looks like there are some big coils of rope on the deck that you kind of hide behind a little bit, get closer, and you manage to get to the door without being noticed. What do you do?
Just can you just poke his feathered head around the door
Okay.
frame? Just
Sure.
a
You
little glance.
you look in. You can see. So this on the back of the ship, so on the stern, and you can see at the back of the room these beautiful glass pane windows looking out across the back of the sea. There's a little balcony there as well. You can see a big desk. You can see lots of maps and even a few pieces of artwork that look like they're from completely different cultures.
Ooh.
And you can see that in his hammock there appear to be around, well, there appear to be 5 fluffy things about the size of a ball.
Tribbles.
Okay.
They seem to be moving slightly.
Oh,
Tribbles.
Tribbles, yeah.
I want to go have a look.
Oh, God,
So do you
no.
enter?
Yes. Yes.
Okay. You enter. The floorboards creaking ever so slightly as you step in.
Ah.
So what would you like to do? You're now in the captain's cabin. By the way, you, the player characters, you can roll perception checks against that stealth to notice if you see Car entering.
Yeah, can I make? It's not gonna make any difference now. But can I make? But for role playing sake, for something in the future, can I make a perception check to see if I see Car walk in?
Yeah, you need to beat 10 because that was the stealth.
Okay. Well, how do I access my character sheet on Roll20? It's been
You don't.
years since
You
I've-
don't. Just
No,
open
it's-
up your character document
Really?
and then roll the dice in the chat.
Add
Oh.
add whatever it adds.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So you didn't
So-
put them. Okay.
No.
Was it,
No.
was it
It's
slash
just it's
roll?
too much hassle.
Yeah. Imagine.
Slash
if-
roll or slash R.
Yeah.
Mhm. Or use the dice on the left of the top there.
Blue
Yeah.
says fluffy. Cat, 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 cat.
Yeah. Also, 2.
Oh,
Do you have a
right.
bonus to perception?
No.
It's your wisdom mod.
So now, do I add like I got +4 wisdom and +2 perception? So would I add +6?
Hey.
+2 perception. Is that because it's your proficiency bonus?
Proficiency?
Yeah.
Okay, then yeah, you add the proficiency bonus in addition to your wisdom modifier, and that's
Yeah.
what you add to your roll. So,
Oh.
so Mr. W, if you're
Yeah.
proficient in the skill, of course, only.
Which I did that already. I already added that on. Yeah, I already added that up to my character sheet, and it's +3, so that is a 5.
Okay.
That doesn't.
So also, I would appreciate if you typed in the bonus you have to it in Roll20, like what
yeah,
it's
no
just.
worries.
Oh, right.
Okay. So, Mr. W, Arkan does not, or Arkan does not succeed. However, Brak does succeed.
Swimmingly so.
So, as Ka is now entered, what would you like to do?
Me?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I was going to look around appreciatively, like, yes. Always appreciate a man who has a...
I can't get it.
Listen, you.
It's okay. One rule of D&D is never make fun of accents unless
I know.
unless it's clear that everybody's having fun.
Yeah.
Yes, please go
Trying.
ahead. Please go ahead.
Go ahead.
I'll do the Russian one, don't make me.
Is that supposed to be a threat?
Yeah.
Go on. We
Come on.
could just okay. What you
I
doing?
can always appreciate a man with that kind of... Yes. Now what are these little things? And he goes over and has a look. And
Okay.
you have a look at the little
As
fluffy
you approach, you can see they shift a little bit more, and it looks like they wake up. And out of the ball of fluffy fur, you can see rises a head, almost as though on a swan's neck. Rises
Ooh.
quite high up, and you can see, even though the entire body is fluffy, the face is scaly, like a fish.
Oh.
And it kind of looks at you and turns its head a bit, unsure of if you're a threat or not. It doesn't recognize you.
Do I know what kind of creature this is?
Do you have knowledge nature? Or do you want to roll knowledge nature?
I do not have nature.
Oh, well, you can still roll,
Oh,
I
okay.
think. Isn't that a
Oh,
thing?
yeah,
Isn't-
the same path.
Yeah.
Yeah. Nature, that's a +0 anyway, so.
To say at the same time, I kind of move over and stand in front of the door
Hey!
and kind of block the view if anybody's looking towards the captain's cabin.
My man, thank you.
Okay, so I'll bear that in mind if there are any future perception checks. It'll give him disadvantage on perception checks. Let's say that. That seems
I was
fair.
going to say, yeah, that's advantage.
Okay. So you notice, you know that from your extensive knowledge about fluffy animals,
Oh yeah.
you
Especially
notice
interesting.
that these are commonly known as sea swans. They are indigenous to a little chain of islands somewhere, and there are legends that they bring good luck to ships, although a lot of people think that that's just an excuse captains give when they actually just want fluffy animals on board. So,
Can't blame him. Can't blame him.
right, is there anything else you wish to do in here?
The captain's logs, are they anywhere visible?
It looks like most of them are locked in a glass cabinet. However, there is one scroll laying on the table. It's probably the last one the captain was in the process of writing.
Have a little glance over.
Okay. You look at it. What languages do you speak? What do you know?
I know.
Clara, they are not aggressive.
Common, Alcacra, and Oran.
Okay. As you look at this scroll, you can see writing in it that looks very ornate, very...
it's Elven.
very curly, very flowery in its appearance.
Definitely Elven.
And you have no idea what it is, except you notice the names of the three of you mentioned a couple times, because those names are written in common. But other than that, you don't know. And you're spending a significant amount of time here. So,
No, I'm leaving.
No, he gets to roll.
No.
So, this is with disadvantage, so he rolls twice and he takes the lower roll. So, that's the first one, and that's the second one.
Oh my god.
God.
Okay.
Thank you, Willis. Thank you, Willis.
Okay.
Whew.
Okay.
That was...
Okay. So, you make your way out. Do you close the door behind you, or do you leave it slightly open, how you found it?
Oh, that's smart, actually. Yeah, leave it open.
I forgot to actually describe the character, what he looks like. Okay.
Well,
Did you bring this scroll with you, or did you leave it on the desk?
I'm gonna leave it where it was. I don't want to anger our only
captain.
ticket out of here.
Yeah.
Okay, so... right. By the way, Mr. W, I did show the image of your Hero Forge character on screen.
Okay.
So.
Albastro says, glass isn't very secure. Car
Yeah?
beep beep has a beak.
Okay.
Could have picked it.
So you exit, and you see that Brack is standing there by the entrance to the door, kind of blocking the view. And he clearly notices as you are coming out.
I appreciate this.
Did you find anything interesting?
There's a... Have you heard of a sea swan?
Sea swans.
Sea swan. Yeah, there's one in there.
That's it? That's what he's been hiding the whole time?
Look, maybe he's a big man and he wants to... I don't know. Keep up that appearance.
Question, do the sea swans sound like this?
Well, they didn't make any noises.
But there is a scroll on the desk that has our names on, but I can't read it. I think it is elven. It's very fancy. Shut up in there.
As the captain hears the quacking, he turns. No.
No! Intruder.
So,
Anyway, I'll shut up.
So, what is the captain doing right now?
at the moment, he's still busy giving orders to various people, deckhands, telling them to do things like get the empty crates to take on supplies ready on deck and take count of various cannonballs that were expended and things like that. See if any.
So he's still
yeah.
busy.
He's still busy, yeah.
Okay, so Car, you stay here and keep watch. I'm going to slip in and see if I can read that. Since
Of course. Go ahead.
You need to give me a stealth check, but you've only got 5 to beat because I'm keeping his previous perception score for this.
Can Carl like stretch out his wings to kind of like, oh,
Yeah,
you're
you're giving
Lock the entire door.
you're giving the captain disadvantage. You're giving the captain disadvantage on perception checks.
I'm just loving the image of this. Just you're really obviously stood in front
Nope,
of the
nothing to
door.
see here. Nope, everything's fine. No, don't.
Oh, that's a great. I love that.
Okay, 20.
Hey!
It's a modified 20, but still a 20, which is more than a 5.
Nice.
So
Could I again maybe make a perception check?
Sure, go ahead.
See
Yeah. I'd say
go in, or
enough
no?
time has passed. You can make a perception check, but you've got to beat a 20.
Lovely. And it is and disadvantage.
It's at
right?
disadvantage, yes.
So it's +3. No.
I mean, if the first one failed, you didn't really need to roll the second one, unless it's just for fun, because it's disadvantage.
Yeah,
anyway.
just
But okay, so yeah, you managed to go in. You can see now in the hammock, all of these fluffy little creatures now seem to be awake, kind of stretching their long necks as the heads turn to face you as you enter.
So I
sorry.
quietly move over to the desk and read the log with our names on it.
Okay. You open up and you quietly read it. Now I could, given that we're
I speak Common, Elvish, and Dwarvish.
yeah, so I could whisper this to you on roll 20, but this isn't critical.
We can play
This isn't
ignorance.
critical, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, if this was plot critical, then maybe I'd do that, but this way it's just more fun. So
Split party was
as you begin to read it, it begins about saying that the journey is about to come to an end, and it's talking about a little bit the weather and currents and patterns of seabirds and stuff like that, and then it gets to you lot, and it describes how when the ship was attacked by various kinds of monsters, how valiantly you all fought, and how much and how high esteem he holds you all, and is glad to have met your acquaintance on this journey.
Oh no, and we're breaking into his bedroom.
That's it?
That's it.
Okay.
Yeah, I bet you both feel real guilty now.
No. Blue says you unravel the scroll and it reads in scratchings. This game is sponsored by Redacted VP.
This isn't roll 20. We don't get sponsorships.
Albastro also said
um,
before, sees one.
Yeah. So what do you do now,
Okay.
Willis?
Put it back and slip back out of the cabin.
Okay, you slip back out. Is there anything any of you three would like to do now before you arrive? This has taken a little while. You now all can see a little dark stripe of land on the horizon getting closer.
Okay. Vic, you said I'm probably one of the people that the captain is ordering about, telling him to do stuff.
Yeah, sure.
What kind of thing is he asking me to do? Because I'm quite weak physically.
Okay. What's your dexterity like?
My dexterity is 16, but my strength is 9.
Okay. Then he's asking you to climb about in the rigging and inspect the sails and the ropes for any faults that might need to be repaired while the ship is moored.
Okay.
Okay. So if that is all that you do,
I'd be saying if we're getting close to shore, go to our cabin or wherever we stay and start packing our gear up.
True.
sure,
Yeah.
good. Yeah, that I was just assuming that you'd be keeping your stuff with if you're leaving the ship, but thank you for clarifying. So eventually, the ship gets ever closer, and all of you can now see that sparkling. And as it turns out, it is a city on the coast. It's kind of nestled between two hills which each have tall cliffs either side, and there are lots of different ships and boats around. Some of them are powered by oars, other of them sails, and a couple of them don't appear to have any visible mode of transportation, even though they are clearly moving.
Magic.
And as you're getting closer, you can
Wait, hang on.
see.
Wait, some of them are moving even though we can't see how they're moving.
Yeah,
Well, that's noteworthy.
Witchcraft.
yeah,
Yes.
maybe. So, as you're getting closer, you can see the town itself the city itself is sloping up onto the hill behind it. So the back of the city is higher up than the front, but down by the harbour. And there are lots of shimmering, reflecting purples and blues and turquoises again, coming from the roof tiles of multi-floored buildings, coming from street lamps down by the quayside, coming from railings, coming from lots of different places. And as the ship gets close enough, you can see that all of these colourful things appear to be crystals that things have either been decorated with or built out of. The harbour side itself is very busy, and just as you're coming in and the deckhands are getting ready to throw rope over to the quayside to be moored, we're going to switch POV to Kanga's character.
Okay.
Hey.
So, you're in the city down by the harbour.
Down by the docks.
Would you like to describe your character, please? I'm showing the art from of Hero Forge on stream.
Okay. Sure. So, I'm playing a forest gnome.
Please talk into the microphone.
Sorry, I'm playing I don't have a microphone in front of me. I'm used to having it in front of me. Anyway. Playing a forest gnome, a druid, a gnome druid from the forest circle. I'm not sure how. I'll just say.
I shall just read out my character sheet to you. Don't read out.
I thought you were going to say I don't actually know how to pronounce his name.
So I would like.
So how much of the backstory should I tell beforehand?
If I were you, I wouldn't tell too much. I would more rather describe how your character kind of
How they act.
how they kind of present themselves currently. How, if you were just to see them on the street, what would you see?
Green.
Yeah, green. A garden nose.
A hot little gnome not wearing pants.
Oh yeah.
It's not a breed.
Sorry, Kango.
I've got a lot of backstory written down here.
Don't go into the backstory. Just go.
Don't
so,
do the backstory.
I've
Just
not thought about
okay,
it.
so if you were to see your character, first of all, would you like to say the name?
Sure. It is
Strange name, but fine. Okay, so
it is Mama Failor.
Oh, can you spell that?
no. So if you were to see Mima Failor on the street, would she be happy, or would she be energetic, or mysterious, or what kind of sense? What would you get?
She would seem happy, but there is if you look into her eyes, you can see that there's a hint of concern. Like there's something bothering her.
Oh,
she's gone through some stuff.
Well, assumedly.
Okay.
Maybe, maybe not.
you don't know. Not yet.
Albastro says, "What's in the teapot?" Fun fact: the teapot isn't.
It's not tea.
Actually, could you pour a bit more water in there, please?
Yeah, sure.
Thank you.
Fun fact.
That's what's in the teapot.
Fun fact: the teapot wasn't actually in the rule book as the equipment in the equipment section, but then I found it on Hero Forge as an item, and I just I'll just put 1 gold piece. It cost 1 gold piece, £1, and I just put it in. Yeah.
Good. So, Kango, is it right that because from what I know about your backstory, you've been looking for help to solve your problem, yes?
Yes.
Okay. So,
but I've not been able to find any yet, I would say.
So is it okay if I set the scene and give your character an intro?
Sure.
Is that okay?
Yeah.
Right.
Absolutely.
Okay, so you see this forest gnome, red clothes, hat, long blonde hair, green skin, walking through the busy harbour side.
I like to imagine the hair almost reaches his feet. Like he's nearly stepping on it.
Oh, this is female gnome,
Yes.
right? Okay.
This is a lady.
Let's clarify that in the first stream this time.
Yes. A lady.
And Emichu, that is a reference to the Star Trek Adventures campaign that we streamed, where
That you almost joined.
yeah. So, anyway, without getting too distracted.
Yes.
So,
We've an hour already?
I mean, we started a bit late.
Ah,
God, blimey.
Right. You're in the harbour. You've been going through different areas of the town. You were up at the market square. You were walking down the streets. You tried maybe a sign with help needed or something.
maybe.
But
Will
it's
pay.
up to you. But the things you have tried, you've not found help yet. You've made it down to the harbour to see if there are perhaps any new adventurers who might look both witty
Adventurous?
enough, and helpful enough to perhaps aid you. It's a busy day, lots of barrels and sacks and carts moving around. There are horses down there with ropes attached that go over pulley systems to help maneuver different cargo onto and off of ships. There are a few guard here who are lizard folk. So they're basically humanoid lizards, about as tall as you are. Well, about as tall as a human is. And
Would that be Dragonborn this edition? Would that be Dragonborn one?
no, these are lizard folk specifically, not Dragonborn.
Oh my god, Mr. W, how dare you?
And they are wearing this heavy plate mail, heavy plate armor, quite fancy looking.
Okay.
They've got weapons, and they seem to be keeping an eye on what's going on. Now, down in the center of the harbor, where the main road comes down along the hill, there is almost like a tunnel entrance, because along the main road going up the hill, it's like there's been a channel dug along the center of that road, going along it, with these crystal plates covering it as a roof or a floor if you're above it. And so along the channel there runs a lower road as well, underneath the main upper road.
Okay.
And so because of the crystal plates, from the top you can look down and see the road below.
Mm-hmm.
And there are all sorts of wagons going into and out of this road, each one having several of these, which you would already know as the scale guard, the lizard folk guard, on them to protect them, assumedly.
On where, sorry?
On the wagons that
Oh,
are
yeah.
going here. And so as this busy scene is unfolding, you spot... you barely spot it in time. A rope gets tossed in front of you. Someone grabs it and ties it around, and you can see beside you a ship that's just coming in is being moored.
Okay.
You recognize this ship as the... you can see the nameplate on it is the Cord Maiden. And on board, you can see several people,
Mm-hmm.
including the other player characters. Now, a gangway has been pulled up and hooked onto the side of the ship as the crew are beginning to disembark and to fasten more ropes and that sort of thing. So-
Heave ho, everybody, heave ho.
So, wait, you're not playing a dwarf. And so, Kango, the scene is yours. What would you like to do? Please remember to at least angle your head slightly towards the
Yeah.
microphone.
I keep forgetting that. So my character also didn't mention it before, but she is 3'5", so
Oh.
a gnome, not that tall. Yeah.
How long is your hair?
3'5".
Because if it's that short, then there is a real
I
time
don't know. I
could be trailing behind you.
I mean, you saw the images on Discord,
Yeah.
basically like that. I'll just quickly retwitch that.
No!
No,
Kango!
you do your...
Okay, sure.
No.
I
God, it
basically
really does.
I wait for people to disembark. I'm right like next to the gangway.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just watching people disembark
Okay,
for now.
so
For now.
people. The other three players.
Hmm.
Is there anything you would like to do on the ship before you disembark?
Just sort of politely yet incredibly awkwardly to send thanks to the crewmates as well.
Okay.
Want to just make sure that door is exactly how the captain left it.
So you want to go snooping around the door again?
No. I just wanted to glance back and that door definitely looks how it looked before. Okay,
Yeah.
okay, good.
Yes.
The exact angle, get the tractor out.
I shut the door on the way out.
There's just
Okay.
on the inside of it, on the door handle, there's just one green feather.
Yeah.
Oh no!
And that's
That's the swans, I promise.
From what was said, I will say, from what was said, it does feel like he meant to shut the door. So if you do actually shut it, then,
Yeah.
okay.
Well, the same thing too. Even if it was left cracked open, just the ship rocking back and forth could have shut it by itself.
yeah.
Yeah.
Or you could have just noticed it was open and were a good Samaritan and shut it for the captain.
What do you mean? We
notices.
are good Samaritan.
I like how you just remember. What do you mean?
So, I take it that there's nothing else anyone would like to do on the ship. So,
No.
Just thank the captain for a safe trip and
Yeah, little salute.
And thank him for saying all those good things in his diary.
I'll skip that part. I'll keep that to myself.
Oh,
okay. So,
that would be hilarious. Well, thanks for saying all those good things. Anyway, bye. And just vaults over the side of the ship. The captain's like, oh, wait, what?
Oh, ask the captain if he has any recommendations of a good pub there by the harbor
Oh, of course.
okay. So,
or inn,
The Hungry Seas one.
or like an inn.
yeah.
Yeah.
But someplace to stay.
Mhm.
A pub tavern
So-
in place.
Yeah, how's the food here?
So you approach the captain and you thank him for the safe journey, and he kind of very stoically says, "Yes, you're welcome. A tavern. Yes, I can. I believe some of my men quite enjoy the Scaly Shine Tavern. I believe it is near the harbour somewhere. I myself do not frequent such places. I find that my cabin offers everything I need."
Do we all
However-
hear this?
Yeah, he's not trying to be stealthy. If you're about, you can hear it, yeah.
Shiny scale, did you say?
Yes.
Daily Shine.
The Scaly Shine Tavern.
Lovely.
Right, if you need anything else, I believe that the Cord Maiden will remain moored here for at least the next day or so, taking on supplies. However, any additional services will cost you more than just what you've already paid for the trip over here. Now, I have some very important business to attend to in my cabin. Some things I need to check up on. If you'll excuse me, he kind of tips his hat to you, and he starts heading off towards his cabin.
They do look very cuddly.
And so he goes over to the door.
Just
so
face slots into it.
He goes over to the door, which is now shut. Goes over and he just opens it, walks in, closes it behind him.
Hey,
Ooh.
mission success.
Right, campaign over. So
And that was our campaign.
March down the gangplank and get out of there.
Carl's just going to give Breck a little nod and a
A little wink.
yeah,
And the first
he can't wink. He's a bird.
The first officer notices.
okay, so
Also,
Oh, yeah.
yes,
So
Kaya?
would my character have ever heard of the player characters before, or
No.
no?
These are strangers to you.
We're just nobodies.
They're not renowned heroes or something.
No.
We ain't from Ben.
Actually, wouldn't you
mean-
be a no birdie?
Actually, tell you what, give me a knowledge history is a thing in this, isn't it?
Yeah.
I believe so. Let me
Intelligence, history. Yeah, give a history
Okay,
check.
you
then.
can make
Yeah.
a history check. The DC is going to be pretty high, but you might have heard of one of these characters.
Okay, so that's
Just nat 20, just like, I beat that guy in cards once.
I've got a +6 in history. Bloody hell.
Roll up to them. What up, loser? Ready to lose at cards again?
21.
Oh, shoot! Who did she beat in cards?
How are you plussing the thing?
Just had the plus.
I just
Yeah,
put
if you
plus
type
3.
when you type it in, you can type in /r space 1d20 plus 3. You just type it in as that string.
Yeah, and it adds it.
Yeah. Okay. So
Hey, there we go.
with that roll,
Wasted a day. 20
so Willis, since your character, since Brack has been on quite a few adventures already and has made quite a name for himself around certain circles, with that role, I would like you to offer one bit about your backstory. It could be a tiny little detail that Mima would perhaps know or recognize your character by, if they've heard of.
Are you gonna do this for all of us? You gonna do this for all of us, Shadow?
No, there's just
I just wanna-
yeah, because the rest of you haven't the
Yeah, Carl's done
yeah.
nothing. Carl's a
Oh.
homebody.
I guess a half elf that let's say how to. Oh, how did I write? I don't. Gotta find my backstory to how to word that.
Which page was it on?
There's a
Which page of my which page?
No,
of my
which volume was it?
But no
a
joke.
half elf that where
Willis
Where
did
did I
write
write
an
that?
extensive backstory.
You did.
I respect people that can do that. I really do.
I'm a writer, and I was stuck for coming up with something.
Mm.
Wait a minute, let me find it.
I came up with the most generic stuff. I'm a drawer, not a
Maybe-
worder.
Recognizes the half elf wearing the amulet of Tritherion.
Dang.
That heard of the half elf that had ventured around the continent adventuring in the name of Tritherion, aiding those in need.
Okay.
Okay. By the way, the symbol of Tritherion is
Is a triskelion.
yeah, which is
Was
basically
you going to say
a
Triceratops?
yeah, which is basically a 3-armed swastika, basically.
Ay, ay, ay.
Oh, God.
Ay, ay, ay.
I think I can
What?
imagine that.
Yeah. Yeah, it's alright, it's alright.
Well, it's more curly than
Yeah, curly.
squared off, though.
Yeah.
Good.
Yeah. So that you know that bit, and as you're there, observing people coming down the gangplank, eventually, 3 people come walking down who might just be what you're looking for, especially since one of them, you know, is someone who has built up a bit of a reputation, if this is indeed who you think it is, has built up a bit of a reputation of aiding those in need.
Okay. One quick out of character. Have I also known about your name or not? Willis.
You know what Willis has told you.
Okay.
You might have heard somewhere it was called bric-a-brac.
Mm. Sure. Okay. Right. So, he's currently leaving the ship, right?
Those 3 people who look like they are an adventuring party are just disembarked the ship, walked off of the plank, and are now on the quayside, kind of looking around, getting their bearings.
Okay.
To use a nautical term.
Sure. I follow them, but I try to be stealthy.
Okay. Interesting.
Well,
Very interesting. Roll
second stealth roll.
Yeah, roll
already.
stealth.
Okay. Albastro says
Well,
the flank.
I think it will be
they're
roll
pirates.
stealth against. I think it will be roll stealth against all 3 of our perceptions.
Yeah, so you roll stealth, and all 3 of you roll perception.
Okay.
Ooh.
+3 as well. Okay. Slash arm. Up.
And this time you don't have any wings to give others disadvantage.
Yes.
13.
Okay.
Oh.
It's not a horrible
Almost
roll.
good.
So we're rolling perception?
Yep.
Yeah.
Hey!
Now normally this would be against the passive perception, but I did say that you are looking around in this new environment. So
It's together.
yeah,
Oh,
it's /R, not R/.
It's slash
Thank
R.
you.
Yeah. And the plus is right after the number.
This isn't Reddit.
There
It
we
is
go.
on, yeah, 20 plus. I think it is +3 for my perception.
19.
Yeah, +3.
Okay.
Right. Do some people need to roll again?
So in this
Willis doesn't need to roll again.
No.
So this, by the way, this is the first time I'm GMing 5th edition. I've just used to playing Pathfinder and
Starter
Adventure, that sort of thing.
You're
So-
doing splendid.
Emichu, how are these situations typically resolved?
I think if it matches, like, this is just what I would do. I'm not like saying this is like a rule or anything. I would say they just about, like, they kind of, it's that kind of, like, you know, when you notice someone but you don't consciously notice them, you like subconsciously, like if someone was like, oh, have you seen someone with long blonde hair?
Okay.
You'd be like, actually, I think I did.
Oh yeah.
Ooh, actually, How about...
Was just the average of all
How-
the rolls.
Okay, so how about...
Rock, paper, scissors.
no, let's just say
Rock, paper, scissors,
let's just say Kango. So Kango and Emichu, I want you both to just roll a d20, and whoever's higher wins on that.
Oh, thanks for cutting me out of it.
No, it's you'll do it separately afterwards. It's because it's against both of you separately.
Okay.
Rock, paper, scissors, shoot.
There we
Okay.
go.
So Emichu wins.
Sea Swan
Now
wins.
Kango against Mr. W. We're making this
Okay.
into a tournament.
Best of
just
three. Come on.
Just pick a centaur.
That's brilliant. Thank you, Mr. W.
Oh, Christ.
Thank you.
Okay.
You're just not very observant, are you?
I mean, there's so much stuff going on.
Again.
You're too
Good
focused.
omen.
You're too focused. Like, did I say anything
Okay.
weird to those cabin people?
Yeah, basically.
Okay, so as you're looking around, perhaps looking for this Scaly Shine Tavern that was mentioned, both, I'm gonna remind myself, or it'll take me a moment to get used to the character names. Brack and Ka, both Brack and Ka, you notice a small green and blonde figure with a bit of red as well, kind of darting between barrels and crates, kind of glancing over edges and kind of pulling the head back as soon
God,
as you
that's
look,
brilliant.
and pulling the head back as soon as you look in their direction. So Arcana, however, notices that not.
Everybody, keep hold of your purses. We might have a pickpocket here.
Oh, good God. Thank you.
Keep them close.
Yes, I will.
Yeah, just keep moving and just kind of keep an eye on them. Make
What's
sure
that?
they're
Her.
if they get close.
Okay.
Roundhouse kick them. She's small enough.
If they get close.
Just goes flying and flies in the water. Splish.
Hunting gnomes.
Yeah, skims a little bit. Just poop, poop.
Okay,
We play golf with them if they get close.
so Kango, is Mima keeping her distance, or
I'm definitely keeping an eye on them, but I'm not
Okay.
like right next to them while I'm following.
okay? So
Just- Is this the symbol kind of thing?
Oh.
Like that
Hmm?
kind of thing?
they're
the
going in
symbol?
the same direction. The spirals are going in the same direction.
All right. How
But
do
yeah,
I remember
that
now?
sort of
Okay.
thing.
You can select it with the cursor tool and then remove if you want.
Yeah. By the way, it's good for. I
That'd be
mean, so the background on row 20 is just as a sketchboard,
Yeah.
basically. So it's for this, but
Good.
not any permanent drawings, or anything.
No.
So
They're
yeah.
on stream anyway.
So right, looking around.
Okay.
Eventually, you do manage to find a building. It's kind of on the corner of where the main street heads into the city and up the hill, just on the corner of where that harbor begins. And it's got this almost mosaic-like sign on the side of it. It's a wooden building, but almost mosaic-like sign on the side that says Scaly Shine Tavern, and you can see the word shine has been it looks like some gold dust or some painted with a bit of gold dust, something. It's sparkling a bit, and
Oh, embossed?
I think
No.
that might be with the word. I don't
Gilded.
know.
Gold gilded? Gold.
It's not been painted fully with gold. It's just a little bit of gold sparkles on it.
Ah,
Like
okay.
a sprinkle of cake.
Yeah, a bit like that. And yeah, looking in through the windows, you can see it's definitely got a nautical theme to it. Ropes are in different places, fishing nets, that sort of thing. Do you want to go in?
Sure.
Yeah.
Sure.
Aliza says Bro thinks he's in Mission Impossible.
Dun 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 dun. Copyright strike. So, right. So as you enter,
So I didn't mean to press.
as you enter,
It's a
like,
ship's
Is that,
horn.
As I
is that
was-
the noise of the door?
It's a ship's horn.
as I was saying,
Yeah.
Sorry.
as you enter, you see there is a handful of tables, different chairs and stools, wooden support beams that connect with a fairly low ceiling. Lots of timbers supporting it. Definitely an old structure, but it looks fairly well built. And you can see in the back there is a bar area and some stairs leading up to the first floor on the side. There are a few patrons in here, either eating or drinking, and running around you can see, at first a little difficult to tell, but you think 6 kobolds with
Goodness,
kobolds in this context. I'm not referring to the Germanic folklore kobold, which is where the word comes from, which is basically just a spirit or fairy or something. I'm referring to the small humanoid lizard people from D&D.
Yeah.
I assume they'd be in the monster manual. So
That's
more
my
of a sign of
reaction.
the follow-up.
As we go in the door, I immediately step to the side and stand against the wall next to the door
Mm-hmm.
and
Good plan.
Yeah,
watch to see if our
arms against
pickpocket follows his sin.
Good plan. Good plan. So, the kobolds running around, and they've got trays, and they have each one has like a towel kind of around its neck, and they're running around with the plate with drinks on there and with platters of food, and they look They look quite dexterous at this, and as though they've been doing this for quite a while. So, you enter. Was it Brock? Brack. Yeah, it'll take me a moment to get used to character names. So Brack, you go beside the door. Everybody else, where do you go? By the way, also, behind the bar, there appears to be a bartender who is Dragonborn, and she's got kind of these blue magenta scales, only she is sparkling. The scales are sparkling. You can tell even from this distance. Not sure why, you'd have to investigate closer.
Just go up to her with a magnifying glass. I guess I'll go in.
Sorry, I realised I just.
Okay.
I want to do that, Nita. I'm staying back with Brack, because saw him too. Well, saw the gnome lady too.
Right. So
He did tell her. He did tell everyone. But I'm just choosing to go in.
okay, good.
Oh no, you didn't see how suspicious she
I
was
mean,
being.
everybody has walked in through the door. It's just Willis's character and Emily's character have kind of stepped to the side of the door, so that if anyone following them goes in, they're right there.
They can jump
either
out.
side. Yeah.
Okay.
You're the bait.
Yeah. Shark bait. Ooh ha ha. Right. So, what does Mima do? Do you follow them into the tavern?
Mima.
You've just Mima.
Mima. Yes.
Okay, so you've seen them, this group, go into the tavern. The doors close behind them. Do you follow them in?
You may as well.
There are windows, correct?
There are a few windows giving some angles into the inside. Yeah.
Can I see anyone in there?
As you look in, you can see Arkan. Are you approaching the bar?
I'm approaching the window.
I mean
I-
Arkan.
Sorry.
I'm approaching the bar, yeah, and also it's Arkin.
Arkan.
Okay. Okay.
Okay. So you can see a kind of high elf wizardy
High elf
character.
Yellow, purple.
Yeah.
Got a quarter staff on his back and a little pouch.
You can see him approaching the bar. You can see a few other patrons in there, although there are quite a few dead angles that you can't see.
Okay. So I can't see the doorway.
No.
Okay. But sure.
They can't get in. Brack is blocking the door. Brack is blocking the door. No. So
With the wings.
Okay. That'd be calm. But yeah.
Mr. W, check
Sure.
roll 20.
Oh no, what's happened?
What's happened now? Oh yeah. Oh, that's great.
So Kanga, what you doing?
Hey.
Sure. So I do. Yeah, I go in through the door.
Okay. As soon as you go in through the door,
You jumped
on
by
either
the rest
side of
the way
you, so
We throw a bag over it.
on one side,
There's a little pickpocket.
is a basically the other two players are on either side. I don't need to give descriptions every time because I'm looking at the
Good.
clock.
Yeah.
Can we give like some
Is that-
give
I
the
just-
evil eye?
Reach out and grab her arm and say, "Are you following us, little one?"
Let me go. I need people's help. Sorry. I'm not a pickpocket. If you've ever thought that, I'm not a pickpocket. My brother's been.
But you were
Exactly what a
following it.
pickpocket would say.
Yes, I couldn't help but notice.
As you're shouting about not being a pickpocket, you can see some of the patrons' eyes kind of leaning back, kind of looking over in that general direction.
No, I said I'm not a pickpocket.
But that's exactly
And
what a
mine as
pickpocket
well.
would say.
But you were following us, weren't you?
Yes, I couldn't help but notice your amulet, sir.
Well, question: Can I hear what they're saying?
Oh
at
yeah,
the bar?
yeah.
Okay.
I couldn't help but notice
Well,
your amulet.
I'm not yelling loud. I'm talking
You can-
quietly,
okay.
but I don't know if
In that
Yeah.
case,
if
in
the
that
little
case,
gnome is screaming.
okay, you can hear what the gnome is saying, definitely.
Okay.
But if Brack is speaking quietly, then you'd have to roll perception to see.
Okay.
Hmm.
Well, I think all I need to know is what the gnome is saying. So I'll let you finish your bit, and then I'll jump in.
So I say, yeah, I couldn't help but notice your amulet of Tritharion, and my brother's been imprisoned wrongfully. I need your help. If you could spare some time.
Well, that took a turn.
At this
You
point,
say that to
at
your
this
drink.
point, you hear at this point you hear the bartender, the Dragonborn bartender. She looks over and says, "You are blocking the door. Would you like a private table, perhaps?" What is
Yes, that would be
happening?
nice.
What you are talking about would go much smoother with a nice drink, would it not?
How much is the table?
Okay. They say, I'll take a pint of Dwarven ale and a private table.
Very well.
Right.
She kind of takes her her scaly arm and points into kind of a back corner where you can see it just looked like a bunch of fishnets hanging down from the ceiling being suspended. But actually, if you look a little closer, there are some tables behind there. You didn't see
Privacy
first of
screen.
all. Okay. So do you
Okay,
have...
so
Emmett, you
I
said
walk
the
over
phrase-
towards the corner, but I still have
Mhm.
a hold of the gnome's arm and bring her with me, heading towards the corner.
Sure. As we pass the bar, I just say to the bartender, "Thank you."
Emmett, you said the phrase "a privacy room" with far too much relish.
I said privacy screen. I said privacy
Privacy
screen.
screen. It's a privacy room.
I was like privacy room.
It's
Yes.
just a huge GM screen.
Get behind it.
Okay, so you get back there, Mr. W, are you going back there as well, or do you want to?
Well, I like to imagine that I hear what the dwarf is saying. I turn around. I
Wait,
see
dwarf?
them sort of going.
Sorry. What dwarf is what?
The gnome. Sorry, the
Okay.
gnome.
Yeah.
I hear what the
Or we could
gnome
yell
is saying,
over.
what the gnome is saying, and I see them walk on. I like to imagine that I've gone up to the bartender. I'm about to order a drink, and then I go, one moment, and then I go off with them to the privacy room.
Yeah. Car's going to hold open the net for him.
Okay.
Okay.
As you go in, you can see there are 3 tables there, a few chairs, and one of the tables there were 2 human men sitting there looking a bit grimy, talking about something as they kind of go in to kind of look over to you and kind of look at each other for a second, kind of squint a little, and then one says, I need to tend to my ship. Right. I shall see you later. And he leaves, and then the other one kind of waits around for a moment and kind of stands up a little awkwardly and also goes.
Congratulations on your engagement.
So, you have
Move
this...
to the table farthest in, and I'm going to sit in the chair with my back to the wall, facing out.
With a gnome on your lap.
Oh no!
A gnome lap dance. Yeah.
Right, little child. What do you want for not Christmas?
So,
No, tell the gnome to have a seat.
yes, thank you. Also, at first, so when people started turning around when I said about pickpocket, that would have spooked me a bit, and I would have quieted down.
Okay.
Okay. So where's the rest of the party? Sorry.
So Car and Brack are here, and Arkan is walking towards this space, but not quite there yet.
Okay. Right.
You said something.
We wait
about...
for the others to come in and
Yeah.
have a seat.
Yeah.
You said something about your brother being wrongly imprisoned.
Yeah.
So
Yes.
Arkan comes in as well.
They say, "What's your name, little one?"
My name is Mama Failure. Mama Failure. Mama Jelina Failure.
Inside check.
And you claim to know our friend here?
Not personally. I recognize the amulet of Tritherion. And
Of the who, the what?
Oh, I posted a picture in the chat so you guys can see what it looks like.
Pretty.
oh yeah.
Pretty.
But yeah, that's in character. Who, the what?
I believe he has been known for helping people around Tritherion, and I tried getting help for this problem of mine for weeks now, and no one's been able to help me.
Tell us exactly what is your problem.
Right.
What do you need help with?
Right. So around 3.
Roomspath says I can't see it.
Yeah, I'm showing it now.
Good.
Thank you.
I say, right. So around 3 weeks ago, me and my brother, we were just out in the street somewhere. Then there were these huge half-orc guards who they were running towards us, and they grabbed my brother, and they.
Before you continue talking,
Yeah.
I need to know all of your passive perception scores,
Okay.
which is just 10 plus your wisdom mod.
Sure.
What?
Oh.
10 wisdom mod.
Oh, it's also if you have a bonus in perception that gets added too.
Oh yes, if you're proficient in it. Okay, yeah.
You say perception?
Yes.
A bonus in perception, and I'm proficient in it. So what was it? It was.
So it's
what was
10.
It?
It's 10 plus your wisdom mod plus your proficiency bonus if you're proficient in perception.
16.
Okay, so that is.
Could you write it
think I
in
am.
Roll20 chat, please? Thank you.
just want everyone to know that I'm celebrating our first D&D stream with a donut from Greg's
Hey.
Ah.
with pink sprinkles.
Hey.
Mm-hmm. So it's 1d20 plus perception.
No, it's 10.
Oh, yeah, of course.
plus-
So,
Oh, well, I dropped a sprinkle, no.
No.
so we don't roll it.
No, it's
Oh,
passive.
yeah.
It's your
So-
passive.
That was what got me, because I noted it down as a plus.
Okay, sorry.
Stealth
But
is
passive perception, yeah.
yeah. So stealth is that
Yes,
dexterity? Yes. Okay.
Mhm. Yes, it is.
Oh
Lou
no.
says, could have got 4 at Sainsbury's. I know, but does it have pink sprinkles? No.
Okay. Continue talking, please.
Yeah, so I say,
Oh no.
so 3 weeks ago, these huge Havok guards, they grabbed my brother and they took him to a prison. I had no idea why at the time, but then they told us that there was this thief who tried to steal the councilor's jewels, and my brother, he matches the exact description of this thief, and they've imprisoned him, but he's innocent. I know my brother.
As you're saying this,
Did you say half orc?
Half
Guards?
orc guards, yes.
Okay.
Half-orcs, kobolds, god damn.
half orc.
That's what I put. Yeah.
Then that's a little bit that I missed. They would have been lizard folk. They would have been the scale guard in this.
I didn't know.
Oh, thank God.
Sorry.
Yeah, I didn't know. Sorry.
Yeah, it's fine. Okay, so
Just change
as
the
you're
batch.
saying this,
Oh, like the guards that were out on the dock.
yeah, yes.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
So as you're saying this, all of you, because
Oh,
this is a
fine.
really poor roll.
Can I just say councillor? You said it was the
The
councillor's jewel?
councilor's jewels, yeah.
Okay.
I
As
had
in-
royal
as-
jewels before,
Yeah,
but
as in the council,
yeah.
not the council lore, but the counselor,
Okay.
counselor. Yeah, you know what I mean.
E-
Slash what I don't mean. So, because this is a really bad roll, you
Thanks.
notice the fishnets and the kind of draped cloth between them kind of shift a bit, and you look over, and you can see there's a kobold there with the
Hey.
tray with what you say? Did you want dwarven ale?
Yes.
Yep.
Okay.
A pint of dwarven
Yeah.
ale.
There is a tankard there with dwarven ale in it, and he kind of stands there looking, and he holds it forward at you. Do you take it?
Yes.
He says, "Copper 5."
What a cutie.
Okay.
One moment. I think I've got 2 copper pieces.
Aww.
He says, "Copper 5" again. You're
I-
unsure
Oh.
if he actually understood what
okay,
he
pull
said.
up.
I
Well,
give
the only
I give
I
the kobold.
pull up. Pull out 5 coppers and hand it to the kobold.
Okay.
Can Car give him a little head pat? Just for the soul, please.
Sure.
Thank you.
He bites your hand off, but no.
My feathers! My feather!
No. So, okay, you pay 5 copper. He stands still for a moment, and then quickly goes away.
Okay, then.
And yeah,
You're so expressive. You're very good at this.
thank you.
He's a pro.
So, that insinuates that I'm getting paid for this. So, right, you are
He
now.
has a PayPal.
You're
Give
fairly-
stuff to it.
You're fairly certain that you're not being observed currently.
Okay.
Oh no.
So you said your brother matches the description exactly? Or
Yes, that's what they said. Yes.
down to... Did they specify a name?
Of the thief,
No, they did not.
they did not. My brother's name. It's Talon Brittlewick Phalor.
Taylor.
If you could put the spelling of that in Bolt 20.
I was way off.
Hmm.
How long ago was this?
He
3
was
weeks. What he said.
he was in prison.
I-
He was in prison 3 weeks ago.
Look, I've got a bit of seawater in
Roughly,
my not ear still, okay?
It's alright, it's right. He was in prison 3 weeks ago, and I tried to get help from other people, but no one was able to help me.
And
Was
then
he imprisoned
No,
here in the town?
Yes, in the local prison.
In Do you have any idea who the actual thief is?
I've never heard of him.
and you know for a fact that it wasn't your brother?
Yes, he's my brother. We've come to this town together. We've just arrived when this happened. We just arrived.
Mm.
Huh.
Huh.
No.
Sorry.
Yeah, and then you realise I'm talking to villagers. No.
It bleeds even into D&D.
This dwarven ale's really getting to me.
Oh, Blue. You're so
I
funny.
think the actual thief is Car, beep beep.
Right.
Surely, if you have counsel to have the jewels stolen from, then you should have a counsel to determine whether he is guilty or not. He can't just go straight to jail.
Well, so what happened was basically the.
Yes, God.
So I'm saying this to Kango. So
God is talking to Ken.
you were just out on the street. Guards shouted, "Arrest him!" And you did inquire a bit afterwards, and apparently multiple people, including some guards, some of the counselors, clearly saw him and identified him visually. There are plenty of witnesses.
Okay.
And so he was arrested and is now in jail.
So witnesses.
Do you see?
So sorry, out of character. Witnesses with what exactly?
Witnesses who saw him
Or claim to
supposedly steal one of the council's jewels.
What, the witnesses?
Oh.
Witnesses, yes.
Witnesses that say they saw.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's he said, she said. That is.
So
That's hearsay, Gordon.
how long had you
Hearsay,
been?
Your
In
Honor.
you say you just arrived.
Well,
How long you been in town
Yeah.
when they arrested your brother?
It was about maybe only a day or so.
Ooh.
Okay.
And in that time, were you and your brother ever separated?
No, we arrived together. I accompanied him into town, and when we got a room in the bakery, and after that we were just out on the street, and then they came and arrested him.
Mima, have you seen any other gnomes around, or are you the only one?
Out of character, did I?
thing is, it's matching exactly that description. I'd say.
Well, you might have seen. I mean, there are a lot of travelers here, so maybe a few, but nobody who could easily be mistaken for your brother.
Okay.
If-
So yeah,
if-
I would say, quickly. I would say, yes, I did see a few, but none of them looked like my brother.
If I may,
Yes,
They're,
sir. What's your name?
I am
sorry.
a practitioner of magic, of the magic arts.
One
And
sec-
I know
one
that-
second, one tiny second. Mr.
Yeah, sure.
Mr. W, did you remember to roll those 2d20s for today?
What? Oh no, I didn't.
Do that,
I'll-
please.
I'll do that now.
Okay.
Oh,
Con-
I
con-
know
con-
what that is now.
Should I roll them separately, or should I just roll two at the same time?
It doesn't matter. Just make sure you note down the results.
Oh, okay. So 17 and 15.
32, god damn.
Right,
10 away.
please resume.
Okay, 1 second. Please. That's a potent or potent, whatever. I'm sure. I'll sure I remember I have them. Yes, I'm a practitioner of the magical arts,
Right.
and I know that there is a spell that that one can use to disguise oneself. I know it doesn't exactly help with getting your brother out of prison, but perhaps that could have been used.
Oh yes, that's. Perhaps they might have just disguised themselves as a random passerby and then had the blame they've just shifted blame on brother. That's a good point. Also, what's your name, please, if I may?
Arkin, my dear. Arkin Finn.
Arkin, lovely name. Right, and does anyone else want to share their name as well, or?
Car.
Car, yes.
Car.
I was gonna say, I'm only telling. Is that a joke on? Like a bird noise?
Yeah, he's a
Oh,
bird.
I've only just realised.
It's like, what's your first word?
Okay.
And Willis, go.
I say yeah. And you, sir?
I'm Brack Egan.
Brack Egan, right. Thank you very much. I already told you my name, so no, not a lot of point in that, so yes.
By the way, has Brack drunk any of the dwarven ale or not?
Not yet.
Okay.
Before I drink it, I'm going to cast Purify Food and Drink on it first.
Is that a cantrip or is that a first level spell?
Is that metagaming?
Huh?
Is that metagaming?
Is it a cantrip or is it a first level spell?
It's a first level.
What's the exact description of it?
All non-magical food and drink with a 5-foot radius sphere centered on a point of your choice within range is purified and rendered free of poison and disease.
Okay. So you cast it, and you see that the ale in the tankard turns to water.
Oh no!
Oh,
I mean, alcohol.
Quick, get the Philosopher's Stone, turn it back.
Alcohol, it's technically a poison.
see. Oh no.
Well,
You paid 5 copper for water.
although, quickly, Willis, if your character has ever done that before, they would have known that would happen. So I'm not sure if that would really be in character.
True, but you would learn.
Control Z, Control Z.
No, it might have been just distraction. It might have been distraction. Maybe you've just been so used to doing this on the ship, where the food you've had for a month has been laying around for who knows how long around rats and who knows what.
If you purified salt water, would that turn into fresh water?
I mean, it's not poisoned.
No,
I mean,
it's poisons and disease. I wouldn't consider
salt.
changing alcohol to water.
Alcohol is poison, though. That's how it works.
So I'm ruling
The
it.
entire session.
Yeah.
Alcohol is poison. No, it's not.
I'm ruling it as alcohol is technically poison. So if you're casting it on that, it would turn it to water. But
Pure water? So there's nothing else in there, or is it just the alcohol part, which isn't there
Apple
anymore?
juice.
Wouldn't it just take away the alcohol
sure, yeah.
part?
I can't believe we're spending so long on this.
Apple
It's
juice.
important. Okay,
I
so
think you're getting too technical.
so you've just got barley water then.
Hey, cider. If it's cider, was it?
It was
it
ale.
cider or was it ale? Okay, never mind. Grape juice.
Oh yeah, not barley.
I got
Right.
corrected by my wife.
On stream as well.
I know.
I mean, maybe you could get a refund.
Excuse me, your kobold served me water.
God.
But yeah. That'll even drink. But yeah.
So you said that your brother was wrongly imprisoned.
Talon, yes.
It may not be Hang on, I need to phrase this in the most awkward way.
Sure, go right ahead.
It would not be a no. It would not be a good idea perhaps if each of us could sort of disclose why we're here, so perhaps we can help each other. So perhaps we could all help each other at the same time.
Yeah, sure, yes. So you already know why I'm here? Well, why I've stayed here? So actually, who's going to start? I'll say mine as well.
I'll just go. Well, I'm quite tight on money, and I wish to explore more into the magical arts. So I was able to sort of try to. I'm here to attempt to strike a deal between my patron back home and the people who sort of deal with the gem exporting in this place.
Right.
That's sort of why I'm here.
Right. Well, so how are we sitting there? Is it like, can we go in a circle or something? Or
Yes, it's just the four of you around a table.
Okay.
What are you chuckling at, Amy?
No, it's just can we go around the table?
Yeah.
At this,
It's just cute, you know. It's
That's
like
what we do.
my brother's been wrongfully imprisoned. Okay, clockwise or anti-clockwise?
But
okay. So at this point, you can hear a little bit muffled from beyond the barrier.
Okay.
A bard starts playing music. It sounds like it's some sort of string instrument, and it sounds like he started playing a little bit, realized it was horribly out of tune, started tuning it a little bit of chest, and then after a little while, the chords seem to line up nicely, the frequencies, and begins playing sort of sea shanty, but it's instrumental only. It's just a string
Oh
instrument.
no,
that he's
not
plucking.
another sea shanty. God damn, had a month of this.
VGR's going.
Bye bye,
Gotta
Vijay.
go,
Thanks for
guys.
coming.
We'll be done soon as well.
Elisa says, gotta go guys, interessant. Interesting campaign.
Thank you very much.
Indeed, goodbye.
You can catch the archive later if you like.
We'll wait for the next installment. Yes, next Friday. Goodbye. Yes, right. So what just happened?
Yeah, the bard starts playing music from beyond, basically.
Yeah.
And by that I mean beyond the barrier, not beyond the life.
The grave.
Yeah, the grave.
From the great beyond.
Just
So,
muffled music. Oh, no.
Yeah.
Okay.
So yeah, I've said my reason.
Right.
Oh, and I will add on to that. So if I was to help you, if you would be able to spare the money, I would greatly appreciate if you sort of gave me a little, a little.
A donation.
Right. I mean, I've not got much on me, honestly, but I will consider it.
Okay, who's next? Someone go quick.
I'll go.
yeah, I've pretty much got to stay because I'm the GM.
Someone I care about deeply had his final moments on this island, and I would like to find out why. That is it.
I see. I'm sorry for your loss.
It is. Thank you.
Right. I suppose I might as well go.
Bye bye.
We haven't gone through Willis's yet.
This wild building hell just running in the air.
Yeah.
No. So I say, just quickly, just to recap the backstory for myself, just so I get this right.
Okay.
I've not memorized all this.
We've already told
That's
us
it.
why you're here, though.
I
No,
travel the
myself,
world turning
no.
wine into water.
you
The anti-G. This is the Antichrist.
That's the BBEG. No.
Dun dun dun.
Willis and Shardash discussed this already. Willis is going to become the BBEG, and he's going to become the Antichrist.
Oh no. But yeah.
It's not. It's
So-
not.
Sorry,
It's
come
not,
on, Willis.
it's not entirely outside the realm of possibilities.
Okay. So will I go next or Willis?
Sit up.
Okay, the trumpet, sure, the musicians.
One
in
of you
bar.
go. Rock, paper, scissors, go.
I guess, like I said before, I'm just traveling the world, adventuring in the name of Tritherion, aiding those in need.
Right. Okay, then. So,
Do you usually want payment for helping those in need? Sorry, that was. It's just me saying
yeah.
it wasn't in.
So-
if not, give it to me.
about 1.5 months ago, me and my brother we used to live back with family in a tree village, and my brother he learned quite a lot of about magic, and he wanted to set out and prove himself to the great gnome wizardess, who was also a friend of the family, called Grimhappel, and we set out. We lived on an island around here. We set out and came to this town, and this wizardess lives on this island, and we've just bought a room by the bakery, as I said, and that's when my brother got imprisoned.
So you both came here to see a wizard.
Yes, it's mostly my brother, but I accompanied him.
You're off to see the wizard.
My brain went dead. My
Wizardess.
brain went dead for a sec.
I put the spell in. But yeah.
Wait, a spell?
I
The
put the
spelling
no, not
of-
spell.
The spelling of the name.
Yeah, on roll 20. Not spelled. No.
Who's going? Who's got to go? What?
Hmm?
The silence. What's going on?
I
No,
mean,
well, we've all gone through our reasons.
Yes. Mima exposited.
Yeah.
Everybody exposited. So now there's not much to say.
So I say.
It's an awkward silence.
Yeah.
So after
But that was
Another
it.
rail.
That was the end.
another rail plays. Anyway,
The
About-
cobalt shows up and
he's just
Yeah.
you just pull it to the side. And he's already there.
He's like, yes, this was intended all.
I totally haven't been listening. But no, after about a minute, I say, so do you all think you could try to help me?
Yes.
I'm able to.
What exactly do you want us to do? Break your brother out of prison?
No, that wouldn't exactly be.
That would make them look more guilty.
Yes, exactly, Arkan. Yes. Just help us look at the real perpetrator and then set things straight about my brother, so that we can get him out of prison. So that they can get him out of prison.
Very well. I will do what I can.
Clearly, the justice system on this island is a little bit. Leaves something to be desired. So yes.
Yeah, quite so. Yes, and I will help you all as well with achieving your goals as well. Of course.
That would be quite. That would be very. That would be greatly appreciated. Yes.
Yes, of course.
But you don't have any hints or clues as who the actual perpetrator is.
They've not told me much, honestly. They just said that he looked exactly like my brother. I don't know if that's with a spell or something, like Arkan suggested. Might be. Sounds actually quite likely now that I think about it, but I don't know where he is or what he's doing now.
it sounds like a few people in the background, a few of the patrons have started to sing along to the bard's music playing. Apparently it's a fairly well-known song here. Probably something that he plays a lot.
Ho, yo. No.
A pirate's life for me.
Brack starts as well.
Yeah, it's a charm. It's actually a charm spell you've all got to sing.
That's perfect.
You don't even get a will save or anything. It's just
everyone behind the curtain just starts singing too.
Hey,
And afterwards, just like, wait, what just happened?
We completely forget it. Yeah.
Why are people asking us to sign things?
But yeah.
Okay. So yeah, I think we just agree to help each other where we can.
Yeah.
And I need to actually, properly find an excuse to tell people my backstory.
Yeah, I mean, it wasn't really an excuse. I mean, everyone went around.
Okay.
No. I mean more of it.
Oh, yeah.
So,
As I say, it is 4 past 11.
yeah, I was about to say that.
Now the party's together.
We started 10 minutes late, but
Yeah, we did.
Yeah.
technically a bit more than that even. But it is quite late, and I think this is a good point to end.
Especially as we started later anyway.
Mm-hmm.
Because, starting at 9 rather than 11. Rather than 8.
Yeah, we're usually going to 1 a.m. on these streams.
Oh, good God.
I mean,
if we started at 11...
Which you didn't know?
My brain gets
that's
befuddled
why
from
you left all the Minecraft streams so early. Me too.
why'd you cut off the last few hours in the archives?
Anyway, so... right, I guess that's the first session done. So what did you all think? What were some...
That was a lot of fun.
What were some bits that you liked or perhaps didn't like so much, or just generic feedback?
I like the, the exploration of the captain's quarters. It wasn't big to the plot, but it was just that kind of a little
Extra little thing.
World building.
Yeah, a little bit of world building, a little bit of his character, just he's just in there, he likes his birds.
Yeah.
Yeah. If he likes
his fuzzy birds.
You keep your distance from it.
Fuzzy
Okay.
fish swans.
Yeah, but he likes his swan birds, so I'm more of a parrot. Broomspath says, this is really fun. Really much fun.
Yes.
Thank you.
Agreed. It was great. I really liked how he set the scene about the town as well, and all the details, and how those crystal those panels where you could look through and such.
Yeah.
And the reflecting on the rooftops as well. Really picture it very well.
Okay.
I enjoyed it a lot.
Right. So...
Wait, hold on, Mr. W and Willis. Come on.
Yes.
No,
What?
Get your marking pens out. Come on.
Yes. I don't think I...
No,
Yeah, it was good. I think it's not a lot really happened because we did start late. But yeah, what happened? It was good. It was twas good.
You don't have to give feedback. It's just if there were particular
Yes, they
things.
do.
No, they genuinely don't. I was just
Can
asking
you not
if
hear
there
this
are
little gun click?
if there are specific little bits that you would like to give feedback on. I'm giving you the opportunity to do so. But
I liked
you don't have to.
how you actually described the scene and not just said, "Hey, this is the thing and thing." I just said, "This is a thing and it looks like this." I like that you actually described it.
Thank you. Right. So that's it then. So I will. So for people watching this stream, sometime in the coming days before the next live stream, I'll record a video about a report to how this session went from a GMing point of view.
Oh yeah.
And then I'll also make a video on the prep session for next Friday.
Which we are not, neither of which we are privy to.
Not yet, but you get to watch it all when we finish the campaign.
I'm really excited for that.
Yeah.
Blue
see it
says, thank you for the company this evening.
Aww.
Aw.
You're always welcome. Right.
Yeah.
So, so you're not.
Not you though,
Jamie.
Jay.
Thanks a lot. Love you, Jamie. Joking.
Yeah, you
Wait,
better
said,
be.
Love you, and then you said joking.
Love you,
Right after, in
joking.
the same
Oh, wait,
message.
hold on a minute.
In the same message. Love you lots.
Hold on a minute.
promise.
I feel betrayed.
Yeah. Also the sickle that I've got, the
should-
character. So on the character art, sickle is rose gold, and the teapot is copper with chrome.
Oh,
yeah.
rose gold.
Yeah.
Dang.
Oh yeah, the thing that I feel like I should give this a bit of a plug. The thing that we've been showing you characters of is from a free website, not even an app, just a website called Hero Forge. You don't even have to make an account to use it, although making an account does let you sort of screenshot your stuff and save it and things like
Yeah,
that.
save it as templates. So,
Yeah.
say templates. You can just save the characters online in a library where you can always access them and edit them as well.
Yeah, I definitely recommend. Even if you're not into D&D, even if you're just in like OC character creation, or even if you just want something that's quite calming and therapeutic, because I always find it quite therapeutic. Yeah, give that a go. Hero Forge.
And if you want, you can pay and get that made into an actual mini, which I did a few years ago, and they're really good quality.
And we're not sponsored.
We're
Legitimately.
not getting
We're not
sponsored.
You
Dang it.
just say, and we're not live anymore.
Correction. We're not sponsored yet.
We're not sponsored by them. We're not sponsored by
Plugging them,
them.
they will.
If only.
But yeah,
If we keep plugging them, they will either sponsor us or just give us free stuff.
or just
Well, or they'll just not intervene because we're already doing the work for free.
Yes.
That's true.
yeah. So yeah, Hero Forge. That's the first time I've used it. I've just started. I made the account yesterday. That's the first character I've ever made with it. So, and yeah, it lets you pose it as well. Turn the individual bones and face pose and
Individual bones.
yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And like the face, like the expression, the jaw, like the slider for the jaw is just called
Oh yeah.
Yeah. There's a bunch of joke stuff like as descriptions for clothing or items like bananas or like banana for scale. That's one. But yeah, a bunch of stuff.
I like how you can change. What was it like? It's usually just like what's it called, like hindquarters or something, but on there it's just called booty.
Yeah, booty.
I did not see that.
Booty.
You were like, no, I'll leave the booty alone.
Give the booty a look.
But yeah.
Make him thick. Anyway.
And on that comment, we shall end the stream. So, yeah. Good night,
This was a
everybody.
lot of fun.
Bye-bye.
Triple C's.
See you soon.
So yes.
Bye-bye.
See you on Monday, everyone.
Bye.
Bye.